Rabbi Ari Berman joins us, president of Yeshiva University here in New York City. Rabbi, good to have you with us today. What do you make of this continuing conversation? I mean, the New York Times is reporting that the mayor continued making these statements about possibly arresting the Israeli prime minister long after he knew he didn't legally have a way to do it. So why keep making that protestation?
Thank you so much, Shannon, for having me. Mayor Mamdani is dangerous to all New Yorkers, and I think this last rant is a great expression of a betrayal to the public trust. The mayor is there to make New Yorkers feel more safe and to unite New Yorkers. And you can ask yourself these questions after hearing his obsessive focus on Israel and denigrating Israel. Do New Yorkers feel more safe? Do New Yorkers feel more united? And I think the answer is clearly no, and it's just a betrayal to New York, and he needs to be called out on it.
Well, what do you make of this? I mean, he on X seemed to be reaching out to the Jewish community. I want to read a little bit of what he posted yesterday. He said, wishing a peaceful Tish B'Av to Jewish New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs. From sundown tonight until tomorrow, mourners will pause and reflect on the history and resiliency of the Jewish people. May all observing have a safe and meaningful fast. How was that received?
Yeah, I can't think of a more ironic thing to say at that moment. Today is the day of Tisha B'Av, and it's a day where we mourn the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem from 2,000 years ago. And the good news is that while how terrible it was that the temple was destroyed, the Jewish people were never destroyed. And Mayor Mamdani is adding his name to a long list of people who tried to erase Jewish history and the Jews' connection to Israel. That's never happened before. And what we've learned is that when we stand together with people of good conscience, like our fellow New Yorkers and fellow Americans, then hate will be overcome and the truth and human dignity will have the last word.
Well, what do you make of his characterization that he is being, this equivalence across the board? If the ICC has an arrest warrant out for anyone considered a war criminal, whether Jewish or not, he thinks it should be enforced. He says he's not making a special call out for the prime minister. He would have enforced this against Yahya Sinwar, for example.
Okay, this is very important, Shannon, that you say this, because his selective self-righteousness is itself indicative of this anti-Semitic behavior, because he only is calling out when he has a problem with Netanyahu. I've never heard him say anything about any other of these people on the docket of the ICC. But even more than that, he's ignoring American justice to go with the international court. Like in America, we stand by our justice system, we stand by our judges, and we stand by our laws. And this looking out and adopting other people's allegations and making them into convictions is foreign to America and is really dangerous. I'll just say one more thing. He's mentioned his exhaustive effort to try to find a way of bringing Netanyahu to court for this foreign allegation. What New Yorkers need is exhaustive efforts to solve the Legionnaire's disease. We need to find out what's wrong with the lettuce. We need him to combat crime. Like, this is the focus for the mayor of New York, and by focusing in this political theater, he is dangerous to all of New York.
Well, as he says, he can't make the arrest, and localities can't. He asks the feds to do it, and I'm 100% sure that is not going to happen. Rabbi, always a blessing to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon. It's a gift.